Well, hello everybody, Doomknight here, and welcome to a brand new video. This video is about Nightmere. I believe that's how you pronounce that. However, I've been following this game for a little bit, and I've been really interested in the process of them making the game, and I'm really excited for this game. So without further ado, let's go. Let's just new game. Should I start from the beginning? I don't talk to my sister all that much, to be honest. So I was really happy to hear she got into her dream university. I think that was like 3 months ago. We don't see each other that much. Most of the time I'm helping around my family's record shop. Sarah really wanted to be a doctor, though. So most of the time she was studying at home or with her friends. Sarah went missing 3 weeks ago. There's kind of this stupid urban legend everyone likes to talk about. About 10 years ago, a lot of people were killed here. No one could explain their deaths, so people started talking. The town came up with an idea of a creature that lurks in the woods. I don't believe any of it. Not for a second. My sister was kind and loved by everyone who knew her. There's no monster in the woods. In this town, there's only people. Oh, that's interesting. Ooh. My sister's somewhere out there. And I need you to find her. Interesting. Interesting. That's all I can think of right now. We can go over any questions if you like. I'm not sure how this private investigator stuff works. Is there usually procedure to how you handle cases? Is there usually procedure to how you handle cases? I would believe so. That's probably what I figured as well. I'll let you do your own thing now. I'm sure there's other stuff I'm forgetting. The police here are investigating, but they haven't found anything yet. Hold up. This game's loud, guys. Crap. I guess everything we'll have to do... Do we have like a... The police here are investigating, but they haven't found anything yet. I tried asking to help with the investigation, but they said no. They must still have the case files about Sarah. Ooh. You can feel free to look around if you want. Sarah's bedroom is the next room over. I'll just be here if you need anything. Ow, this game was made in RPG Maker. It's okay, everything will be fine. The desk basks in the room's light. I didn't use that thing much. It's probably a little dusty. Settings. Turn down just a bit. Just a bit. There we go. So we are an investigator. Boxes filled to the brim with things. I keep some records here, just here instead of the shop. Makes the room look a little more lively. Yeah. Well, that being said, what's out there? That being said, let's just skedaddle. Oh, it's dark. Is there a light switch, perhaps? Ah, there's a lamp here. The lamp is switched off. Yes. Oh, I like that. I can tell this game was made in RPG Maker, but things like that really give it a good little touch there. Right. Box sealed shut. Box is sealed shut. Boxes are sealed shut. Nice, lovely. A cold desk. There's nothing on it but a lamp. A slightly faded photo of a young girl hangs on the wall. She's smiling as she holds an envelope in her hands. Sarah. Oh, the music stopped. That was great timing, game. That was lovely. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but that was great. Books on medicine and anatomy sit on the shelf. They've gone cold. I don't know how to feel about everything being cold. The door's locked. That's a lot of information that I don't have. Is there something you need? Tell me about Sarah. More about Sarah. She was really smart. A whole lot smarter than me. I don't have a photograph on me, but there's one in her room, I think. She wore glasses and her hair was kind of long. I don't know much else about her. Like I said, we don't talk much. She seldom visited the record shop. I know she sometimes hung out with her friends, though. The waitress at the diner, I think. What was her name now? What was her name now? Well, then tell me about yourself. That would be lovely. Something you need? Yes. Could you tell me about yourself? About me? What do you need to know about me? Again, I work at the record store that my family owns. It's near the square along the other shops. I get a new batch of records every about 2 weeks, so it gets busier around that time. It's a boring job, really. I should have visited Sarah more. Nice. So, I don't know, did we get everything? There's not a lot. I mean, the floor... Oh. This is a long hallway. An old dusty foosball table. A surprisingly sleek and lavish pool table. A decaying couch. A large tiger's tongue rests in what? A large tiger's tongue rests in the vase. It's actually a fake. No kidding. Wooden tables. A large coffee table with stains all over the surface. Nice. Go ahead. Open the door. You know where it leads. You have not changed. Oh, when will you learn? Is someone there? I don't have time for this. Something feels off. Ooh. Yes, open the door. Let's see what happens. I can't wait to see what happens. Amelia? Are you okay? Okay, what happened? This voice. Why does it sound so familiar? If you're not feeling well, you should tell me. Amelia, come on. Was I dreaming this whole time? Who's speaking to me? You take a deep breath. Amelia, you okay? You immediately recognize Teresa, your assigned partner for investigations. She's also your closest friend. You've been in the same department for about 6 months now. Hey, Teresa. Seriously, Amelia. You keep scaring me every time you space out like that. If you're not feeling well, I can always call in someone else. I'm alright. I'm not dead yet. You can't kill me that easily. I was daydreaming, that's about it. Did I miss much? No, you didn't miss much. The other officers went on ahead already. We should probably get going as well. Let's head to the pool now. The place closes soon. Nah, I'm good. Oh, never mind. I have a cast now. Compartment on the wall for map handouts. Yeah, let's take a map. Ooh, main Oh, well. Mm-hmm. Concern. Various flyers are scattered on the bulletin board. Save. Yes. OS. Inventory. Your identification card, along with a detective badge. You always carry it with you. A map. Yeah, it's the pool. It's the pool with spooky, scary sounds. A large pool. Try and go swimming now? Let's keep moving. There's other officers waiting at the women's changing room. We can explore later. I'm very good at reading. Hold up. Officers are waiting at the women's changing room. We can explore later. Maybe if you tried turning it to the left. Actually, no, turn to the other way. The other way? Are you sure you're doing it right? Yes. Well, it doesn't look like it's working. Did you try sliding the pick at an angle? Because some doors open that way. I tried that already. It's just locked shut. The door probably gets locked from the inside. Oh, Teresa's here. Okay. This is only a demo, just so everybody knows. But I have a couple complaints. So far, it's interesting. It's really intriguing. Are we interrupting something? Not at all. I'm glad to see Amelia's here now. Now we can finish the briefing together. I already heard all of it. It's just you guys left. Alright then, fill me in. What do we know about the case so far? Let's start from the beginning. We all got on our shifts at 7 p.m. and we got a call around 7:50. The lifeguard from the community center was the one who called. I recall his name being Jason. Write that down! Write that down! And this Jason person was absolutely freaking out. The lifeguards here work in pairs. So around 5 p.m., Jason and his shift partner were just on duty. And then his shift partner had to go inspect a dangerous leak. Apparently a pipe burst in the women's changing room. He locked the door to inspect it safely, so no one else could get hurt. But he never came out. Jason knocked on the door to check on his partner. Nothing. He couldn't open it because his partner had the keys. So after 2 hours of waiting, Jason panicked and called us. This Jason guy couldn't get any extra keys either. Front desk doesn't hold copies. The partner probably got knocked out trying to fix the leak. He's definitely inside and unconscious. Door's locked though, hon. We'll go look for some way to open it. Maybe a spare key Jason forgot about. Then let's start searching this place now. We'll leave you two to it. We'll leave you to it, Amelia. Teresa said you work better alone on these kinds of cases. Come find us if you need anything. Now let's find a way to open this door. I guess it's time to snoop around. The knob won't budge. A sign warning about slipping. Be careful. A square floor drain sits on the lowest point in the room. Through the mesh grate, something faintly glints beneath the water. What is that? A cluster of rusted valve wheels mounted on the pipe system. These valves won't turn. I should talk to the others before trying anything. Okay. Now, door. It's locked. I wonder if I shift. No. Well, if it isn't the woman of the hour. What brings you to my humble abode? Teresa, did you find anything useful? To find useful, I didn't find anything we could use to open the change room, but I found a couple papers in the cabinet. You can go check it out for yourself. Will do. And, oh, Amelia, you talked to Vanessa yet? She wears some pretty strong perfume. My nose gets a little twitchy from it. I don't seem to mind. But it is against protocol to wear perfume to a crime scene, though. If I start sneezing soon, you'll know why. Got it. A cabinet sits against the wall. I think there was something worth checking in there. There's a bunch of documents in here. This could be extremely useful information. What is it? There's an employee's handbook with all the general rules they follow. This looks pretty promising. This handbook is intended for lifeguards of the This handbook is intended for lifeguards in AECC and provides a brief overview of duties and general guidelines to follow. General rules: always work in shifts. Make sure one partner is always on deck. Immediately aid anyone who requests assistance. In the case a swimmer requests for equipment, open the storage room. Make sure to log down which equipment is taken and the quantity. Always make sure to write down who has requested which item and see that they are all returned at the end of the day. Keep the storage room locked whenever not in use. In the case of emergencies, act accordingly. If someone is drowning, immediately go to aid them. In the case of a leak, tell your shift partner and go investigate. Lock the door to the room if there is any burst pipe or worse, and call maintenance. In case of injury, aid them out of the pool if they are swimming, and stay with them. If the first aid kit does not treat their injuries, call paramedics. Turns out it was useful after all. One section caught my eyes. The emergency procedures. It says that all leaks should be inspected, but more serious and dangerous leaks require the lifeguard to bring their keys, based on the sign outside the change room and how their keys are missing. The leak must have been pretty serious. Do you think it was a burst pipe? All we know is it must have been dangerous. We better open that change room soon. Hello? A vending machine with very few snacks. I tried shaking them out. It doesn't work. There's also no keys under or behind it. Nice. That doesn't look like the change room key. A faded bulletin board hangs on the wall. Most of the papers are outdated. Event flyers or sun bleached schedules. Wait a minute. This is the checkout log. For the pool equipment. Kickboards 14, noodles 20, towel 8. 11 a.m. when kickboard taken. Y-Gert, 2 noodles taken. Fern, 1 noodle taken. Looks like all the pool's equipment is logged here. If the lifeguard needs to grab something for a swimmer, it's written here. Could be useful later. A standard staff fridge. Old, humming, and slightly dented on the side. Open it? Sure. A few fizzy drinks sit inside. Scratched up microwave sits on the counter. There's nothing inside. Nothing but dust on the top as well. Doesn't look like it's used often. Sink. A small stainless steel sink tucked in the corner of the lounge. A used sponge sits beside it. A garbage can sits quietly in the corner. I'm not sticking my hand in there. I mean, if you have to, you have to, and there's nothing you can't, okay? What's up, bestie? I'm talking to Vanessa's perfume. Is it bothering you too much? Only a little, but it'll be fine. But I'll be fine. I can read. I guess this case isn't quite a crime scene, so I don't think the protocol quite applies in this scenario. Still. This is where we came out. I keep forgetting. Nothing shiny there. So we looked in this room already, which is interesting. So we'll go this way. What about the clock? Can we read the clock? Ooh, look, a nice little paper. Yes, we'll save it there. Everything will be going swimmingly. You too, right? Yeah. There's something weird with the case. The pool smells strong today. Vanessa and I smelled it before we went inside the building. You come here often? Not really. Well, I do sometimes. Look around. Notice anything? What's your point? Have you noticed the doors? These doors have a thumb-turn lock on the inside. Sure, you need the keys to unlock it from the outside, but only lifeguards have keys. Could you imagine if a lifeguard accidentally locked someone inside? They wouldn't be able to get out. So these thumb-turn locks were added for safety. I see what you're getting at. It's impossible to be locked in here because of the thumb turn, but for some reason the lifeguard is still in the change room. I wouldn't be so sure just yet. What do you think? That's interesting. It's really interesting. Huh. What do I think? What do I think? I think he's still inside. He's still in there. I find it likely he's unconscious from the leak. I'm still not convinced. There's definitely something weird going on. Let's go back to finding a spare key then. We've got an hour before this place closes. Something got to turn up eventually. Oh, there's a door there. There's a door there. Oh, they have mirror physics. Amazing. I've already checked everywhere, hun. Don't think this place has anything we can use. Honestly, this place disgusts me. I've never been here before. To the bathroom? No, this community center. Everything about it is just plain creepy. Why are all the lights so dim? Blech. Doesn't matter to me. Feel free to check around if you want. The toilet. Lovely. I'm in there. Paper towel dispenser hangs on the wall. A door leading to the rest of the community center. Can't leave yet. So this game is supposed to be a combination of, like, what is it? Ace Attorney and stuff like that. I go downwards, because downwards is my spiraling mental state. Let's see. I wouldn't hear already, right? You hear that too, don't you? It's kind of obnoxious. I wouldn't last 10 minutes working in there. Here. It's rhythmic. Let's search the room then. Figure out what's making that noise. What about, like... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's okay. A square floor drain sits at the lowest point in the room. Through the mesh grate, something faintly glints beneath the water. Something is stuck in the mesh, just beneath the grate. Yeah, no. Okay. Can you reach it? Whatever it is, it's near the bottom. We could fish it out if it was just a bit higher. Looks like where you adjust the water levels. Need some sort of key. I need some sort of key. Oh my goodness. That should do it. I found these maintenance keys in the staff lounge. Guess the valves can be turned now. If we kill somebody, it's not my fault, okay? Here goes nothing. Pardon? Ah, we're doing the maintenance area, right? Huh. Did that work? Sounds like it. Let's go check. The water level has risen. The key is caught in the mesh near the top of the drain. Yes! This is perfect! Now we can open the women's changing room. Are you sure those are the right keys? Yeah, looks like it. Then let's go open the change room and find the lifeguard. Unless he's not in there and he's dead. What if he's dead? You never know. The knob won't budge. Fine! The change room door unlocks. Everyone ready? Let's get this over with. What? Why is there so much steam in the change room? Sounds like one of the showers are on. Maybe that's why it's so hot in here. Why would the showers be on? Is the lifeguard here? Hey! Is anyone in here? It doesn't sound like he's in here. Let's go check. Wait. Let me check Ilona first. We can't just let you go by yourself, Amelia. You can't just act like you're in charge of this case. We're wasting time. This is normal for Amelia, guys. If you want to check out the room alone, you will have to convince Vanessa and I. That won't be easy. Hey, Amelia. All they're gonna do is argue against you. Think about it and press X to present evidence and claims that have weak logic. Oh, this is a tutorial. Okay, this is great. Try not to refute the wrong thing too many times. You'll end up running out of clout and they won't be convinced. If your evidence and answers are good enough, they shouldn't have any objections left. You got this. I'll give you a minute to collect your thoughts. Come to me when you're ready. Alright then, here we go. Alright, so it's kind of like in Danganronpa. We don't have time for sightseeing. That's exactly why I'm trying to be fast about this. I'll be quick. And as a team, we'll be quicker. You can still search efficiently. How's this supposed to help exactly? What? What? I didn't even press anything! We'll work faster as a team. I work faster alone. I'm sure that's what the chief officer saw when he sent you down here with the others. I know for a fact I can bruise one of these claims. We don't have time for sightseeing. Press. Wait. What exactly am I trying to be fast about? What? Oh, yeah. I'll be quick. And as a team, we'll be quicker. Exactly why I'm trying to be fast about this. I'll be quick. And as a team, we'll be quicker. Efficiently best in the room. Wait! I don't think that's possible. I need peace and quiet. You can be quiet while you work. I doubt you can stop breathing for a few minutes. I need absolute, complete quiet to think. You better be as good as they say. What happens if you take too long or get stuck on something? No. 5 minutes, we'll get it. That way we barely lose any time. Sounds reasonable. You're going to end up tampering with evidence. It's part of protocol to search together as a group. You're going to miss something that only we could catch. Wait, you don't think I'm competent? That's not what I'm saying. What if there's any things you'll overlook without us? You can check every inch of the place when I'm done. You can check every inch of me, or you can check me and every inch of this place one time. That way you get a chance to find anything I missed. Fine, just don't break anything first. The lifeguard might be in there. He might be scared to see you alone instead of with a group of officers. It's still better if we go as a group. Maybe I can't persuade them with words. Anything else I can show? The lifeguard might be in there. Wait, that's exactly why I'm going in there. He might need help. Then wouldn't it be better if we all go? He's scared to see us alone instead of a group of officers. Wait, what's so scary about me? You're the youngest of all of us. No offense, but you could be mistaken for a high schooler. He won't know you're the police. I might have something for that. Oh, okay. Anything else I can show? The lifeguard might be in there, huh? He might be scared to see you alone instead of with a group of officers. And with that, we could show our identification. Stop! I have a badge to identify myself. It's hard to make up something like this. Solid point. I've no objections left. Okay. That makes sense. You think pretty quick. Make sure to find the lifeguard, though. I guess we're fine with giving you some time to search around. Just stick to your promises, hon. No touching anything. Come back to us when you're finished, okay? Okie dokie. Oh, the showers are on. Interesting. Tall metal lock for storing things. I have to wait for the others before opening it. Alright. I wish there was a run option. Oh! What? What happened here? Scattered pieces of sink and mirror lie on the ground. There's visible blood splatter on them. Where did all the blood come from? I know I'm not allowed to touch anything, but I feel like I need these later. No, it's best to come and get it after I'm done searching. Damaged porcelain sink station. The corner's cracked and has traces of blood. The blood has dried a bit. What could have happened here? No, it's best to come and get it after I'm done searching. Guys, why couldn't we have all just gone in with each other? We exit to the beginning center. I have to solve this case first. Yeah. There's no branching timelines yet. The shower's still running. The knob is set to the hottest level. So this is where all the steam is coming from. Oh, wait, this one has red on it. The shower's still running. The knob is set to the hottest level. Hold on. There's a faint trace of blood. It looks smeared a little and dried. Is there a room up here? Perhaps? Mayhaps? No. I mean, I don't see the point in why we couldn't have everyone else here. Like... A plastic garbage bin. I don't want to search in there. Porcelain toilet sits against the wall. Looks untouched. What about here? What about here? Come on, guys. If there's blood, then where is everybody else? I don't want to have to talk myself out of something if I have blood on my hands. Literally. Alright, I'm done. How's everything went well? Finished yet? Yeah. Any sign of the lifeguard? No. It's not as simple as we thought. Something much worse happened here. Then we'll all better check it out. It's pretty puzzling, don't you think? How did the showers were already turned on? Ah, the showers were already turned on. All three were set to hot when we came in. The steam from the showers made the benches damp. This was definitely on purpose. But why would anyone do that? I'm not sure. But there's also something else. There's also blood. You saw it too, right? Huh? Blood? Look, there's a faint traces of blood on the knob here. They're a bit dry, though. Oh. This complicates things. I can speak, I swear. It definitely does. I'm starting to suspect something extremely foul happened here. I haven't taken a look inside any of the lockers yet. Figured I could wait for you. But knowing you, you've probably opened them already. No, I kept my word this time. Besides, where's the lifeguard? He was stuck in this room the whole time now, right? Only one other exit. Someone could have seen him if he went out, though. There's something wrong with this case. The blood. Hey, Amelia, listen to me. Don't overwork yourself, alright? Well, that's my job, Teresa. Who else is gonna do it for me? I know that. All I'm telling you is not to overwork yourself. You've been looking more tired lately. I promise you I'm fine, Teresa. Really, I am. Alright. Just wanted to make sure. Sammy's waiting for you in the bathroom. He wants to talk about the broken sink and mirror. We can open up these lockers later. Okie dokie. Oh, hold up. Bathroom. Okay, that's ominous. I've been looking at the broken fragments for a while. Apart from the sink, the mirror's broken too. All this blood and the mirror splatters makes no sense. It just seems like someone slipped and then fell. You don't think it's related to the lifeguard? I hope not. Damn it. Where did that lifeguard go? There's no leak either. So what was the lifeguard even doing here? And on top of this, it's hot in here. This case makes no sense. Scattered pieces of sink mirror lie on the ground. There's visible blood splatter on them. Hey, what are you doing? There's a ton of these fragments. I'm just taking one in case I need it. You know that's against protocol. Forensics won't be able to arrive in time. I'm just collecting it for them. Damn it, I shouldn't have. Damn it. Damn it. All set? Let's open these lockers then. I shouldn't have opened it, gosh darn. Well, I shouldn't have collected the piece. Alright, time to open each one of these lockers. I'm ready for the jump scare. Looks like someone left their swimming stuff behind. There's a bag and towel. There's a bag and towel here. How could they forget their stuff? The towel and bag aren't that small. We should just leave it here. Okay. Doink. Ooh, the locker won't open. It's locked. Why is this locked? I thought everyone left already. Whose stuff is in there? Got the lifeguard, maybe. Ooh! I knew it! Ah! What is that? What? What in the hell's going on? There's a body in here. What's happened now? Over there. Are you okay, Teresa? Or not really? Get over here. Get over here! I found the body when we opened the locker. Looks like our lifeguard, alright. At least we know where he is. Is he still alive? His head is severely wounded. I think he's been long dead. Well, you can check to see if rigor mortis is... It would explain why this is broken. It looks like it. But if his head's smashed against the mirror, why aren't there any mirror shards on more? Why aren't the mirror shards more bloody? Plus, he had to be dragged from the sink to this locker. So why is there barely any blood in the change room? Someone probably cleaned up the blood. You can tell just how little there is on him too. This case this case has just become a murder. The killer probably used a towel to clean up the blood. Where would they take the towel? Everyone would spot a person walking around with a blood-soaked towel. Right. Then did they hide the towel somewhere? Are we done here? I'm getting a bit nauseous. He still looks stiff. Since at least this morning. After a person dies, there must... Okay, yeah, they do talk about rigor mortis. Never mind, I'm done. Because depleted... This causes the body to tense up. It's a process known as rigor mortis. There we go. Stiffness tends to peak around 12 hours after death. If he's this stiff, it means he's been dead for a long time now. It's strange no one's noticed the body. He couldn't have died this morning. His partner saw him walking in, remember? Which meant he was alive just a few hours ago. But then how did his muscles tense up so quickly? The killer used a simple trick. The killer used... I don't have my cursor, that makes me mad. We use the showers. It's true, rigor mortis is a biological process. There's one thing that can alter it: temperature. By turning on all the showers, they could fill this room up with steam. The high temperature would force the muscles to tense up faster. So the lifeguard only looks like he died earlier. So the killer is trying to confuse forensics to mess up the timeline. But how could any random swimmer know how to speed up rigor mortis? The killer's most likely had first-hand knowledge of forensics. This knowledge only comes from an expert, someone like an officer or detective. Could the killer just have been a big fan of murder mysteries? No amateur can clean up a severe head wound this perfectly. The killer is probably some sort of officer. Can't prove anything until we gather more evidence. We have to call forensics to search this place. This entire area is now a crime scene. Forensics won't be able to analyze anything before the lights go out. Let me do a rundown of the room one more time instead. Again? We still have to check the storage room. We'll be waiting outside whenever you're finished. Play. I'm pretty sure... Did I miss this one? Locker's... this is only locker that's locked. What could be inside? Anyway. Cracked mirror. Corner's broken and has to split. The lifeguard's head was smashed here into the mirror. There's almost no signs of struggle. Scattered pieces of the sink and mirror lie on the ground. There's visible blood splatter on them. The blood is likely from the victim, but I wonder if the killer also lost some blood during the killing. It's so easy to cut yourself on the broken sink. Oh no, the blood's gone. The shower's running at the hottest temp level. Blood on the knob's gone. Someone wiped it while I wasn't looking. And there were only 3 people in this room besides me. Oh no! Oh no no! Yes. We'll do new save there, just cause... blood. Don't touch anything, hun! The lifeless body of the crammed inside the locker. His head is bloody from being smashed against the sink and mirror. It doesn't make sense how he was killed. When we found his body inside the locker, every single entrance was locked. He was the last seen going into the changing room alone. The room's been locked since. So how could someone have killed him and slipped out? This is... a locked room murder. How was this done? A locked room murder. Interesting. I bet there is a tunnel here. It's only locked, it's locked. What could be inside? Inventory, let's use... Darn. Interesting. Interesting. Muy interesante. Oh, we can check the door out, though. Exit to the community center. I can't leave yet. Oh, no. Finished yet? Yeah. Well, let's go check out the storage room. Remember to be cautious. This whole area is now a crime scene. Nice. The storage room. Where's the storage room? Storage? No, this is the maintenance room. Where's the storage room? Is this the storage room? It's locked. There we go. Keys. Strange. Storage room unlocks. It's cramped in here. What are we expecting to find? Anything that can help us solve the case. We still haven't found the towel used to clean up the blood. I doubt it would be in here, though. It's worth a check. A bin full of kickboards. Doesn't look like anyone uses these. It's full to the brim. We always have the pool equipment checkout log. A stack of 3 neatly folded pool towels. Hold on. Isn't it possible one of the community center towels was used to wipe the blood? That's what I was thinking too. It'd be risky to clean up blood with your own towel. But with a public towel, it'd be harder to trace back to you. Then we just have to check whoever took community towels today. Whoever took a towel is a potential suspect. A tall rack shelving many miscellaneous items. Oof. Let's see, oh, there's a towel missing. That's strange. Nothing was checked out today. All 4 towels are still untouched. Then we were definitely wrong. The killer probably uses their own towel to wipe the blood. One thing doesn't match this checkout log, though. The number of towels don't match. The log says 0 of the 4 towels are checked out. There's only 3 towels here. Do we miscount? Someone can just take the towel without logging it. Impossible. Only the lifeguard and janitors have the keys to this room, so whenever anything's taken out, the lifeguard would have to write it down. The only way to take something from this room without having written it down by the lifeguard is if you were the lifeguard. You probably just forgot to log it down. We don't even know if this towel is related to the case at all. It has to be. The blood on the change room was most definitely wiped clean by something. And now we have a missing community towel. They're much bigger and thicker than the average towel, which make cleaning up blood easier. The missing towel is definitely used by the murderer, but the killer would have easily be spotted around walking with it covered in blood. Where would he hide the towel that big? We checked everywhere in the change room. There's one place we didn't check. We didn't check one of the lockers. It was closed shut and locked. We've somehow found the key to open it. You think we'll find the bloody towel there? I'm sure of it. The killers likely took the keys after locking it so no one could find the evidence. There's still too many questions. Why would the lifeguard try to hide the fact that he took a towel? And how did the killer get his hands on the towel? And also, why did the lifeguard want to kill him? That is obnoxious. What was that? That's coming from the announcements. That's the closing sound for the pool. As always, plays 15 minutes before the pool closes. I told you we're out of time. Let's just all head out and call forensics. We have no choice but to leave then. I got it. I know who the killer is. Everything started to fall into place. If only I had more time. You alright, Amelia? There's not much we can do. Let's just stop worrying about the case and call it in. No, I have a feeling I know what happened here. I just need to step outside for a bit. Alright then. I think the rest of us will head back to the women's changing room. Let's see if we can get that locker open. 15 minutes, Amelia. Make it count. And then the music stopped. That's lovely. Hello? This is it. The entire case. The lifeguard. The file of complaints. The broken sink. And even the bloody towel. I feel like I have all the pieces to solve the puzzle. And I have a hunch I know who the killer is. All because of one slip-up. When I get the change room, everyone will be waiting. And I have to prove who the killer is before the lights go out. I can't give up. No matter how many objections they throw at me, I'll solve this case. Better check what items I have again. I may have to present or use some of them later. Let's see. Alrighty, this is my identification card. This is the map handout. This is the employee handbook. This is the maintenance key. Log. Yeah. I play too many games that used WASD. Right. There's not much we can do. We don't have much evidence at all. Which is concerning. I just have my own little brain with my 5 brain cells all fighting for 7th place. It's just amazing. Open it up! Did you figure it out? We're short on time. Just what you got. His case was never right from the start. A lot of details don't add up at all. So let's start with the most obvious detail. How and why did the lifeguard enter the changing room? How and why the lifeguard entered the changing room? Mystery 1. The first time was the first thing that caught me off guard was the lifeguard's story. According to the info we received, he went inside to check the leak, but there was no leak inside. I found the same thing too. Based on what we know so far, it's safe to say the lifeguard was lying. We didn't find any leak whatsoever, but his partner called us saying he had gone to check one, so he lied to us just to creep and go to the change room. Nessa jumping to conclusions already. There has to be something I can press her about. Based on what we know so far, it's safe to say the lifeguard was lying. Wait, how do we just jump to conclusion? How can we just jump to that conclusion? I was getting on that, hun. Let me finish first. We didn't find any leak whatsoever. But his partner called up saying he had gone to check one. Wait, gone to check what exactly? To check the leak or what else? Were you even listening at all, hun? I was just clarifying. I just agreed with going to the changing room. Wait, what do you mean, he lied? I'm saying that he went inside just to be a creep. The leak was clearly an excuse, but that can't be right. How would he be able to make that excuse of the leak if there was... How would he be able to make up the excuse of the leak at all? His partner would not have believed him. What are you even saying? Lifeguards don't spend much time in the changing room. Our lifeguard was supposed to only guard the pool and deck. If the leak was in the change room, there's only 2 ways he could have found out. Either he went into the changing room himself, or someone told him about the leak. That's the only way the lifeguard could have ever heard about it. Remember, our callers said the lifeguard hadn't entered the change room at all that day. If he lied about the leak, no one would have believed him because he couldn't have seen one. Ah, I see. So someone told the lifeguard about the leak then. The lifeguard probably was called to investigate a small spill. I mean, we all checked out the entire change room. There's no leak anywhere. I think that someone mistook a puddle for a leak. There's something wrong with Teresa's argument. There has to be something I can prove wrong. No. Wait, a small spill. That's what I was thinking. No one found a serious leak, but the floor was kind of wet. Someone might have thought there was a leak due to that. The lifeguard probably locked the room just to be safe. No, there was proof that it's not true. I mean, we all checked the entire change room. There was no leak anywhere. I think that someone mistook a puddle for a leak. You're wrong. Has called to investigate small spill. Handbook. Yay! I was right. Stop! It's right here, the employee handbook. A normal small puddle could be mistaken for a leak, but it wouldn't require the change room to be locked. Come to think of it, his shift partner couldn't enter because there was only one set of keys. The only reason to take those keys is if the pipe was burst. Exactly. According to the handbook, a heavy leak is a burst pipe or worse. No puddle in the change room could have been mistaken for that, which means someone lied to the lifeguard about it. They wanted him alone, so this murder was deliberately planned. The killer, for whatever reason, lured the lifeguard into the change room. And the lie was about the leak the lie about the leak was to ensure it stayed locked too, without doubt. Which leads us to another question. How exactly did the crime happen? Alrighty. I fully believe all the details we need are in the nature of this crime. Well, I'll be able to narrow down the killers easily from there. Well, we can assume that the killer was a woman. A man would easily be spotted both inside and outside the women's changing room. I believe that the crime was played out like this. The lifeguard was lured inside the change room. The killer was already inside, hiding. The lifeguard enters and locks the door from the inside via thumb-turned lock. Some sort of altercation happens where he's attacked by the killer. His head is smashed against the mirror and the sink, cracking both. After dying, his body was dragged to the locker to delay being found. The killer then turned on the showers and wiped the blood. Wait, hold on. This narrows down the suspect quite a bit, doesn't it now? The blood cleanup was indeed solid. Do you think the killer was experienced? Without a doubt. The trick with the showers wouldn't be known by most people. Heating up the entire room would speed up the body's post-mortem changes. Our killer definitely has experience. The killer has at least some knowledge of forensics in a crime. Pity they left behind evidence. What? The killer cleaned up the blood using a common community towel. They figured that out earlier in the storage room. So they left behind the towel in one of the lockers. Caught immediately trying to escape the bloody towel. Even then, we can't do anything about it now. The towel can just be analyzed tomorrow. Except you're wrong. The towel will be gone tomorrow. The killer will have come back for it. Wait. What are you saying? Someone who could return here without anyone questioning it. After all, they still have the locker keys with them here. You don't think? I think I figured out the killer. All of this evidence points to one person. And a few things I noticed on my own make it obvious who's guilty. Who is it? This is it. No going back. Killer is... Vanessa. Am I sure of this person? No! Crap, I can't save. Okay. I broke it. Oops. Yes. The killer is you, Vanessa. You came back here to retrieve the towel. The last remaining piece of evidence that could be traced from your crime. What do you mean? How could a killer be me? Are you sure about this, Amelia? I'm sure of it. You're the one who lured the lifeguard into the changing room and killed him. Amelia, I'm sorry, honey, but you're wrong. Let me make something very clear. I've never been to this pool. Wait, you say you've never been to this pool. Do I need to repeat myself? No, I think you need to explain yourself, because I actually think you're lying. Earlier, you were pointing to the closing chime. How could you have known that if it was you're never here? Yes! Yes! I have logic. How do you know about that, Vanessa? Only because I heard similar chimes somewhere else? Okay, let me rephrase. I forgot that I had been to this pool before. Yeah, Vanessa's the killer. I went a long time ago and chime just stuck in my memory. But none of that proves that I'm the murderer at all. I came to this case the same time as all of you. Wait, how does that prove you're innocent? How does it prove my guilt? Literally nothing else links me to the crime. What do you mean by that? I mean that basing this accusation off chime is ridiculous. There's nothing else that could point me to the case in my direction. Nothing, eh? We both know that's false. You're the only one in here with a background in forensics. What does that have to do with anything? Everyone here could be a suspect then. We all have the background training with a crime either way. Hey, hang on now. Blood is incredibly difficult to clean up in a place like this. The smell of the pool and bloodstains are crucial to this crime. Only you have a full knowledge of almost wipe everything away. Almost wipe everything away. That's why you did earlier too when I wasn't looking, right? Is that why you wore gloves and perfume? What are you even saying? You're so full of yourself, it's actually disgusting. Please perform with it. I wanted to. I'm wearing gloves is a simple procedure. Sammy does it too. There's no other reason for me wearing gloves. Work today? Only extra careful because I heard you were coming. Why don't you suspect Sammy as well? Because Sammy's consistent. Your story has been gaping with unexplainable details. Well, then you better show some solid proof if I'm guilty. Oh wait, you don't have any. If I had enough, alright. I know for a fact I could disprove one of these claims. There's no way I can worm herself out and use real evidence. At least I'm sorry I could prove wrong here. Because I wanted to. What do we have? This may do terrible things for me, but hey. I knew it! It's the blood. You cut your hand on the sink fragment. While killing the lifeguard, your hand got cut once. The corner of the sink broke. Not only that, but the mirror shard likely cut you too. What's that? But that's impossible. Vanessa was on time today for our shift. We noticed something was off. And you did. You mentioned earlier that the car ride smelled a bit like chloramine. That's... chlorine. You're right. I noticed that Vanessa wore strong perfume as well. Why don't you take your gloves off for us, Vanessa? That has nothing to do with this. I'm telling you, this is for the last time. I wore gloves today because I wanted to make a good first impression. The only injury I have is a small cut on my hand from earlier this week. Oh, dear Lord. You can't just say I'm the killer because of an unrelated injury. I literally searched the lockers and changed. And what does that matter? How would I risk helping the investigation if I was the killer? That's an interesting question. Maybe it's because you realize you left behind evidence. What? Evidence? Don't tell me it's inside the locker we couldn't open. Only one locker has been locked this time. Changer, this whole time. Tell me, Vanessa, how were you planning to open it? I don't even know what you're talking about. Open what? Are you implying that the bloody towel's in there is mine? We don't even know if it's in there. Oh, we don't. I guess we're about to find out then. What? There's no proof. Don't tell me there's... I have to choose wisely. I've got her now. It's time to end this. On you is the last piece of evidence that links the case. The final proof to lock you away for good. The evidence is... Oh, great heavens. Let's think. Let's do towel. No, that's the towel. Sorry to disappoint you, hon. See? Nothing. I was wrong. Locker keys. It's the locker keys. If you check her uniform, you'll find a locker key that matches one of the lockers in the changing room. The locked one. The locker that's been shut this whole time. The one with the towel. Forensics will trace the blood on that towel to the lifeguard. And to you, Vanessa. You won't be able to explain why you had those keys. Keys? You're still on about that? If I'm so wrong, then let's check your pockets. No. So you really are as good as they say. Isn't that right, Amelia? Why'd you do it, Vanessa? This has to be a misunderstanding. And I know your motive, too. You had a grudge against the lifeguard, didn't you? Not everything needs a motive, Amelia. I killed him because I just wanted to. I told him... We did it. I told him pipe had burst in the washroom. Made him grab the towel and rush in there with keys. He said he'd check it out on his own, but I told him the leak was hidden. You know, I'm a very good actor. So he followed me, and locked the door as soon as we got in. And then I told him where I found the leak. Smashed his head against the mirror. He fought back a little. That first hit really knocked him out. It was hilarious. Pieces of the mirror were struck all over his face. I rammed his head against the corner of the sink too. I don't even know how many times. Suddenly the sink cracked. He was dead on the ground already. Somewhere in the process I cut my hand. My blood was already dripping on the ground. I had to clean it up somehow. So I grabbed the community towel and just soak up the mess. I managed to drag his body to the locker, then turned on the showers to wash away the blood on me. Leaving was almost perfect. Let the showers on and checked back in my old clothes. But I had that damn community towel. Didn't fit. I had no choice but to leave it in one of the lockers. I took the keys of the lifeguard and the locker and left. It was a sloppy escape, but I figured I'd come back later. I made sure everything was locked anyhow. Anyway, I know the motive. The motive is she thought he was a creep. A personal grudge, mayhaps. The door to the community center was easily locked now that I had the keys. I threw the lifeguard keys down the nearby drain and left. I thought it was clear. I hoped the keys would flow down the sewers and never be found again. But then you found them under the drain. You also found my blood on the shower knobs, too. I had no choice but to clean it while you were gone. You were quite observant, Amelia. I'll give you that. But the downfall was my own. If I hadn't slipped about that damn chime. Your deduction was quite brilliant, huh? Give it up, Vanessa. You're a monster. I can't believe it. All this time, what changed in you? It was always just me, Sammy. The first to catch you. My. Perhaps I was wrong about how smart you were. The lifeguard? Oh, Amelia, he was far from my first. I'm calling in backup. You're under arrest, Vanessa. You're good, Amelia. I'll give you that. I really didn't expect you to solve this case. And honestly, it was quite fun playing along with your little detective game. You're kind of cocky, you know? It's cute how you always think you're ahead of everyone else. But you forgot one thing, hon. It's lights out at 9. Oh! It's lights out at 9. Too late, detective. God damn it. How'd I mess up so easily? Never expected her to. It doesn't matter. He deserved it. If it wasn't for Amelia, I wouldn't have gotten caught. It doesn't matter. She's not here anymore. But where am I? Can't remember what happened. You stare back at your reflection, monster. A toilet. The hell is this place? Some sort of hospital? Where is everyone? Some kind of joke? Sam? Don't act like you care, Vanessa. It's all my fault. Almost 6 years serving this department. Do you know what this job does to you? To someone like me? Tisk. You won't understand. I don't. If you're experiencing an apology, go cry somewhere else. Expecting an apology, cry somewhere else. That's not what I want. Just leave, Vanessa. I thought I was good enough for this job. Now I know I've been blind all along. Hospital bed for the ill. It's you. You're her partner. Not anymore. What? What is this girl talking about? You couldn't do it. I tried so hard. I warned her. Do you know where I am? Where exactly are we? How could I have not protected her? And why are you here? I'm trying to figure that out. What exactly happened? You disgust me. I was supposed to look out for her. She always got reckless on cases. Why? Why didn't she listen? Oh. Interesting. Lockers for hiding secrets. Lockers for hiding secrets. A pool sign warning about running. Huh? There's a story about the sailor. Care to hear it? Where am I? Who is this? You know this one already. They say he left for all kinds of reasons. Maybe he wanted time alone. Maybe he was chasing something. But everyone remembered one thing. He promised to return with fish. Lots of them. He brought every net he owned, every harpoon. The sailor insisted he wouldn't come back until he's killed every fish in the sea. And so he left. The sailor did not come back. Years passed. People forgot his name. Until one day, his body washed ashore, with a harpoon stuck in him. It seemed like an accident, but some argued he went mad. That he turned the harpoon on himself, and he realized the sea was just too big, too deep, too full of fish he couldn't kill. No one knows for sure. To this day, he remains a mystery. Then what's the point of this story? The point, Vanessa, is that only the sailor knows the truth. Only he knows what he was running from. Only he knows why he never came back. That truth died with him, and that is his burden to carry. Oh. Huh? You're not. Who are you? I'm sorry, but you only have to leave now. No visitors, I'm afraid. No. Who is she? I need to get out. I only know. Only I know. Only I know. But now it knows too. Okay. Can I run? I can't run. Running is pointless. There is no escape. Out of the hospital we go. What's happening? There's something here. Something with me. It knows. Please, please. I didn't mean to do it. Leave me alone. Oh no. Oh. Oh, yes. Oh, that was interesting. It's so dark. Do I still have... That's better. No. Danger? No. Spooky, scary? No. We're fine. Everything's fine. Oh. It's just a bird. Where does this trail lead? I think I mentioned something about the mirror. Oh, I hear the music swelling. You know what that means? Scary? No. I had to check, okay? Spooky? What's that? Can I run? There's all sorts of different little, like, colored specks in the grass, or the trail, I guess. And the music's getting louder. Scared? No, we're good. Still scary? No, we're good. Everything's fine. I really hope no one dies. I really hope that was just a nightmare scene. Oh. Oh my god. No. Oh, help me. We shouldn't be here. Please. I'm not ready. Pleasant. 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 That is pleasant. Oh, yes. Ah, that's great. Oh, that was amazing. Pixel art by Anonymous. Oh, that was pleasant. Oh, that was great. Programmed by Starstreak. There's a few bugs. There's a few bugs. Other than that, that's pretty good. That's pretty damn good. Aaron, you did terrible. I'm just kidding. So, that's pleasant. That's amazing. I knew it was from Soundtrap. SFX from freesound.org. Special thanks to Mom and Dad. I need to make myself my horror game. I need to do that at some point. And a big thanks to you, player. If you enjoyed the game, please something go back to Kickstarter. Do it, please. Well, that is great. Mirror. The Nightmare. This game is really interesting. I enjoyed it. That was pleasant. I was really excited for it, and so far my excitement was worth it. So, let me think, how do I explain? So this feels really similar to Danganronpa. Not that I played it, not that I played on the channel or anything. And Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Except for the difference is that you're actually doing detective stuff, and I feel that if Ace Attorney went in this direction where you had the ability to walk around, Ace Attorney would have been much better than it already was, instead of the visual novel format. This game is great. I mean, the jump scare lasted a little bit. Towards the end, it was a little bit jump scare heavy, but hey, little bits got me there. That's great. I really enjoyed that. That was really good. With all that being said, if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and go check out the link in the description. It'll lead you to their Kickstarter. And I am not in any way, just so you know, I'm not in any way associated with them yet. I'm just kidding, I don't have money for that. Anyway, go back to the Kickstarter. I want this game to come back. I want this game to come out, okay? Okay? Okay. This is great. This is great. And, that being said, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.